Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility, new album review day. Today we're going to take a look at the brand new release, third album from this Minneapolis, Minnesota band who've been around for a while, but only their third album. They're not very prolific. The band is called Bubblemath. The album is called Turf Ascension. Available now on Cuneiform Records. Cuneiform Records, of course, the label owned by Mr. Steve Feigenbaum, who you see here on the channel occasionally on In the Prog Seat. He also has the great mail order catalog business called Wayside Music, right? So let's take a look at the kind of interesting looking artwork, this little green thing on the cover. All right, there you got some information on who's in the band and then all the lyrics, okay? They're all... No booklet here, all listed on the inside, which kind of everything folds out here. Pretty neat. So Bubblemath are comprised by Blake Albinson on guitar, Jay Burritt on bass, Kai Esbenson on keyboards and vocals, James Flagg drums and vocals, and Jonathan G. Smith on vocals and guitar. All music written by the band, lyrics by Kai Esbenson. Drums and additional guitar, reamping, recorded and engineered by Adam Tucker at Signature Tone Recordings. Everything else recorded and engineered by Blake Albinson at Bubblemath Laboratories. All right, so like I said, this is their third album, and this follows from 2001, Such Fine Particles of the Universe, which is their debut album, and then Edit Peptide was 2017. So actually, when you really think about it, pretty closely released from their second album. Not as quite big a gap as between the first and second album. So if you've never listened to Bubblemath before, very interesting band, very kind of unique band, right? They love long compositions. Even the shorter ones are kind of follow a similar path, where they kind of combine like 70s prog rock, jazz fusion, pop, and sometimes some aggressive, almost progressive metal. A little bit of Canterbury influence. So the music is very kind of quirky, very complex, yet very melodic. There's always lots of good hooks in their music and lots of changes where the music goes light to shade, right? It's very mellow and, kind of filled with hooks, and then these quirky little arrangements, and then they just hit you over the head with these like thunderous passages. A lot of that going on this album. What I will find is that, to me, this album sounds a little bit more melodic than the first two. And there's plenty of good melodies on the first two. But whereas the first two are kind of like impressive because of all the jaw-dropping musicality that's going on, here the band seems to have adopted this really nice way of kind of delivering their melodies in a very kind of enjoyable way that just kind of like floats and drifts and kind of reminds me of some of like the vocal harmonies that you would hear Ekelund do, right? That's kind of, the more I listen to this album, the more I'm kind of reminded of some of the much more soaring vocal harmonies of Ekelund. A lot of that going on here to go along with all the crazy, instrumental things that are happening. So you got 4 tracks here. You got Surface Tension, which is just under 18 minutes. Everything, 10 and change, Decrypted, just under 10 minutes, and Refuse, which is just under 11 minutes. And like I said, you've got the full lyrics, so you can kind of go along with everything. Surface Tension kicks it off. That's the big, like I said, that almost 18-minute long track. Really interesting lyrics here, which are kind of all about, the schools, the classrooms, and kind of what would happen. So it's like futuristic stuff here. What would happen in like wartime, right? When we're, school is in an area that's being attacked. Maybe it's a nuclear war. Maybe like the military's coming in, and there's all this stuff going off up top. And so the students, and especially the teachers, are all trained not just to teach, but they're all trained how to deal with situations like this, and how the school then kind of, everybody has to kind of batten down, and the school then goes underground, right? There's ways for all the students and all the teachers to go underground and hide out down in like these underground bunkers, and there's all these things that happen down there to make sure that everybody's accounted for, and everybody is like, all this computerized stuff is happening and everything like that. And then once the coast is clear up top, they can only make their way back up top. Really interesting, and lots of lyrics. There's lots of lyrics to kind of dive into here, but it's a really cool song, and musically kind of gives you everything that you love about Bubblemath. The real complex, challenging passages, the more kind of soaring, melodic, symphonic passages, right? Little bits of jazz, little bits of hard rock and metal, some pop, all that good thing. Then you have Everything, which out of the 4 songs is definitely the most kind of the pop-based song. Very, very much loaded with hooks and great vocals. The vocals are really good on this album. And a very nice, lush piece, right? That's the one on the album that kind of stands out. Decrypted kind of starts out that way, which is the 3rd track. But then that moves into much, much more demanding and challenging musical passages and arrangements as the song starts to build and build and build. Really nice guitar work and keyboard work. The rhythms are really cool. And again, it's just kind of a nice little journey that the band takes you with from start to finish. It's kind of, you go these lush vocal harmonies to open things up. And then like all the music starts to build and build and build. You hear those little kind of quirky Gentle Giant and, Canterbury type things going on, which is really, really neat. And then probably my favorite song on the album is the last track, Refuse, which to me is a little more typical of Bubblemath material from like the first 2 albums. It's, the majority of the song is fast and frantic and complex and quirky, and it takes you all over the place. The guys are just working overtime. If you like really well done melodic but complex progressive rock, like I said, with those cool little pop hooks, but like these just gymnastic guitar, bass, drum, keyboard things going all over the place, yet it makes perfect sense. That's what Refuse is all about. And the whole second half of the song is just absolutely jaw-dropping, like listening to these guys. It's like this is not shreddy stuff, though. I do want to stress that. This is all very well-crafted, meticulous arrangements that are very complex, but very pleasing to the ears. It's not endless guitar solos and keyboard solos. It's just like these well-constructed, little interchanging, interlocking musical passages that you listen to and you're like, how the hell did they come up with that, right? But I like it. So that's the album right there. So 4 tracks, all pretty long. It's about 50 minutes long, so you get just under an hour's worth of music, but really good. Again, haven't had this all that long. I've been listening to this for the past week and really enjoying it quite a bit. And my guess it's going to, rank pretty high with the other 2 albums in the Bubblemath catalog. This is one of the most incredible bands that most people have never heard of. If you're a prog rock fan, if you've never listened to Bubblemath, I highly recommend this as well as their first 2 albums. Really, really outstanding band. It's crazy to think how long I've been listening to these guys, and yet this is only the 3rd album. It's like crazy. So yeah, Turf Ascension from Bubblemath. There you go. Love the green. I'm always... Butch Jones, if you're watching, there's your color green, my friend. So Cuneiform Records, go check it out. Visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube. All together, all the damn time. Thanks for watching this last review of the day. Stay tuned next Wednesday for additional new albums, new products, whatever it is we've got. We've got, Nectar live in Germany, 2005, little archival release. We got the new album from Elliot Lewis, outstanding multi-instrumentalist who plays with Hall & Oates and lots of other bands. We've got new Pimlico, all sorts of stuff. Got a little stack of things here, and other new things that are also coming in. So never a dull moment around here, Lots to talk about. So thanks for watching. Visit us on the web at www. I think I said all that already. Yeah, just go make sure you subscribe. Hit the notification bell, that little ding-dong thing. Yeah, just hit that so you get notified every time we post a new video. And don't forget, down below, we've got the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations and our merch page, which has a whole bunch of new things, including kind of like a build-your-own mixtape challenge shirt where you can kind of pick your favorite albums, CDs, bands, and we will actually customize and put them for you. So you get basically the sides of the CD or the sides of the cassettes, all lined up in a row, and we will put the names of your favorite albums in there for you. So there's ways to do that on the site itself. So click on that link below, and we'll see you back here. I'll see you back here tomorrow, right? So we've got the next episode of my 30 favorite Southern rock album countdown, as well as the Monsters Den happening tomorrow. So lots of stuff going on. Martin Popoff's just around the corner on Friday, and then of course we got Stephen Reed and Simon Bray on Saturday, and album homework assignment on Sunday. I'm coming back once again to go up against Scott Berry, so that's happening on Sunday. So thanks for watching, everybody. See you real soon. I am Pete Pardo. Bye-bye.